Do you want to know how to close more high-ticket deals? Are you tired of trying to figure out what do I do? Listen, I've got two things that I want to share with you right now, and these two things will help you sell more high-ticket products. Let's get started. Hey, what's up, everybody? Anthony Morrison here, and welcome to a new edition of my digital marketing training. Listen, I am super excited to talk to you about how to close more high-ticket deals, all right? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, what is high ticket? So let's first define what high ticket really is, right? Because I think a lot of us, when we think of high ticket, we all think of something different, right? In the digital marketing world, in my opinion anyway, I think of high ticket as anything that's $5,000 or more, right? So I'll give you my ranges, and then we'll kind of explain how we can close more deals like this. So when you're looking at low ticket, it's usually something that's, $7 up to maybe a couple $100, right? $200-300. That's kind of my the range that I look at, and I say, okay, this is low ticket, right? Then I kind of move to a mid-ticket product, right? That's usually somewhere between $500 and maybe $3,000, right? So between $500 and $3,000, I look at as kind of a mid-range ticket, right? Then there's that spot between $3,000 and $5,000 that's always arguable. Some people will say anything over $3,000 is high ticket. Others will say anything over $5,000. So I kind of let you draw your own conclusions. For me, I look at anything over $5,000 as being a definite high ticket, and anything over between $3,000 and $5,000, we could consider that high ticket. We could also consider it mid ticket. Now the question is really, why does that even matter? Like, why does it matter how we classify high ticket? It's because the mechanisms that we use to sell, okay, a high ticket product versus a low ticket product are completely different, all right? Completely different mechanisms. For instance, if I'm selling a low ticket product, what I'm almost always going to do is use a VSL. So VSL is a video sales letter. So that's anytime you land on a web page and you see a video playing, right? That's usually a video sales letter. It's a video that is designed to sell you something. It likely 20 years ago would have been nothing but a letter, but now with technology and innovation, it can become a video, hence video sales letter, right? We usually use those for really low ticket product sales, and they work great. Some of the benefits of that is obvious that, anybody can watch it at any time. It's really simple. They're usually fairly short, between a couple of minutes to normally a maximum of probably 20-25 minutes or so that people will watch those videos. So most all of our video sales letters for our products are within that range, okay? But when we get to high ticket, mid ticket, we change the mechanism, okay? Now there's two main mechanisms that we use. I'm gonna outline those right now, and this is how you close more high ticket deals. Mechanism number one is we eliminate the VSL. We eliminate that video, and we turn everything into a webinar, okay? Webinar. Now, why do we do a webinar? Well, because a webinar is a live event. A webinar feels like you are walking into a show, walking into a think about this. Think about the difference in the energy, okay? When you go to a concert versus when you just watch a video of a concert online, or you watch a video of your favorite band on the internet. Why do you pay all that money to go to the concert? It's for that live experience, right? It's for that energy. It's for that shift in the way that you feel about what you're taking in, right? And that shift is what will cause you and drive you to spend thousands of dollars to go to concerts. Like, my wife is notorious for this. Like, we have literally taken private airplanes that probably cost us, $4,000 or $5,000 for a flight, 30 minutes from where I live to Atlanta, to spend another $2,000 on concert tickets to go watch a concert, to listen to the same music that we could listen to right here on our computers for free. Why do we do that? It's for that energy. It's for that shift in the way we feel and the way we take it in, right? The same thing happens on webinars. Instead of watching this pre-made video, this VSL, when we join a live experience, right, that live interaction creates that shift. It creates a shift in the way we think, the way we perceive, the way we feel, the way we take the information in, the amount of focus that we have on the information that's being given to us. It all shifts, it all changes, right, when we're doing it live. That's why live webinars are used to sell higher ticket products. If you're currently trying to sell a high ticket product with a letter or a video, how do you close more high ticket sales? Shift to webinars, okay? Now, shifting to the live webinar is the first evolution, first part of the evolution, right? We shift to the live webinar. Now, the second question is, well, how do I do live webinars every single day? In fact, I just had a guy that joined our Digital Marketing Academy that sent me an email and he said, Anthony, I'm doing great. I'm doing live webinars. I'm selling a lot of our course, but how do I stop doing live webinars every single day, but still get the same results? And I said, look, you got to shift to automated live webinars, okay? Now, an automated live webinar is basically recreating that live webinar feeling, that event feeling, right? But without you having to actually be live. That means you're scheduling it and people can only attend on a certain day at a certain time. And everything works in sync to make it look and feel and seem live. Now, there are a few different ways that you can do this. You can use a lot of different software online. Unfortunately, a lot of the software that people use to do these live webinars legitimately just plays back a video, right? It just puts a video on a web page and it plays it back for you at a certain time, right? Doesn't feel very live. If you've been on a Zoom conference or a GoToWebinar conference and, any type of real, like meeting online, you notice that all the time you have to download some software. You download the Zoom app, you download the GoToMeeting app, and it launches on your computer. And now you feel like, wow, I'm in this live event, right? I'm not on this web page, I'm not watching this video, I'm like in this thing, I'm in this live event. Well, there's only one software that actually does that, and it's Webinar Fuel. We actually created that software. We developed that software for this particular reason, to solve this problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link right under this video. You can check Webinar Fuel out. It is not currently available. However, I don't know when you'll watch this, so if you see this in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we may reopen the Webinar Fuel access, and so you'll be able to check it out even further. But the link below will give you all the details about Webinar Fuel and how it works and what it does. So if you're looking to close more high-ticket sales, you want to make the shift to webinars and then automated webinars, but not all automated webinars are created equal. So I highly suggest that you use Webinar Fuel because Webinar Fuel is going to give you that true live experience, that I'm in the concert experience. And that's what you need to get the focus and the attention of the people that are at your webinar so that you can have that shift in the way that they think and perceive and the way that they feel about what they're taking in so that you create more sales, okay? Now, webinars are one way to create more high-ticket sales. And the second way is literally old-fashioned phone calls. Again, bringing in the live element, right? The live element, which is so key. With most of the time, what we can do is we can run an automated webinar, and then at the end of the webinar, instead of asking people to buy, what we do is we simply ask them to give us a call. We say, hey, if you're interested in what we have, give us a call. Talk to somebody from our team, right? And we'll see if it's a good fit for you. We'll see if it's something that'll really work for you and for your business, right? No matter what it is. When you have that human interaction, right, you can increase your sales. This is the same reason why when you go to a car dealership, they don't send out a robot or play a video for you to try to sell you a car, right? That anytime you're selling something high ticket, you usually want that and the customer will respond better to that human interaction, right? Look, the internet's great, technology is great, automation is great, digital is great. But at the end of the day, when we want to make sales, it's a human-to-human interaction that's going to increase the opportunity and the propensity of people to buy. So you want to close more high-ticket sales? Learn how to do webinars, learn how to automate those webinars, and of course, use the telephone to help the customers get past some of those roadblocks, some of those barriers, some of those things that are going on in their head so that you can help them understand why your product is such a good fit for them and why it will work for them, right? Those are the three things that you absolutely must do to create more high ticket